The status bar lines the top of your dynamic display. In addition to showing you the time and the date, you also may notice helpful icons that hint at the status of features that are in use. For example, you may notice when Do Not Disturb is in use, an icon will show in this tray. Buttons that line the right and the left side of your screen can be customized. One key will already be programmed for you on the top left. This is called a line key. It will show you the status of incoming, outgoing, and held calls. The 4 keys that line the bottom of the display are called soft keys. These are state-based buttons, meaning that their labels will change and be relevant to whatever you're doing at the time. For example, if you're on a call, these buttons' features will change to show you things like end call, transfer, conference, and more. To mute your audio, press the mute button on the bottom right side of your phone. This will light up when it's in use. While in use, you'll be able to hear your callers, but they cannot hear you. Press this button again to disengage the feature. To use headset audio, press the headset button. This too will light up when it's in use. The speaker button is found on the bottom right of the phone set. A small glow will illuminate behind it when it's in use and you're talking to your caller hands-free. The plus and the minus sign on the bottom middle of your phone set will adjust the volume. While not on a phone call, this will adjust your ringer volume. If you're on a phone call, however, this will adjust whatever audio mode you're using at the time. For example, if you're talking to your caller on handset, this will only modify the handset volume. To make a call, pick up the handset or press speaker or headset, then dial. To dial an internal person, simply dial their extension. To dial an external party, be sure to dial 1 plus the 10-digit phone number. When you're receiving a call, you will see the full caller ID of whoever is calling you. To answer, pick up the phone, press speaker, or press headset, depending on what your preference is. While on a phone call, you'll see the full caller ID as well as a timer indicating how long you've been speaking with the caller. If you're already on a phone call and a second call comes in, you will hear a call waiting beep and you will see the caller ID of the person that's calling you. To answer the second call and put the first caller on hold, press the Answer soft key. When you press the Answer key, it puts the first call on hold automatically and answers the second caller. To go between the 2 calls, either press the Swap button or use the up and down arrow keys to select the correct caller before manipulating the call with the soft keys. While you're on a live phone call, there are several options available to you. The first option is hold. When you hold the call, you are keeping the caller on hold on your phone set only. Think of it as a private hold. To place your current call on hold, simply press the Hold soft key beneath the live phone call. The display will react to show you that the caller is on hold, and if you only have one call on the line key will blink. To resume the held call, press the Resume soft key or press the blinking line key. Another in-call option available to you is the Park feature. When you place a call in Park, it puts your caller into a shared holding position. This means that though the caller feels like they're simply on hold, you're actually sharing that held call and giving access to it to all other phones at your site. To park your live call, press the More soft key until you see the Park button. Press Park and then follow the system prompts to park the caller on your extension or someone else's. To retrieve the parked call from your phone or any other phone at your site, press the Retrieve button. The Retrieve button may show up in your primary view, or when you lift the handset, press the More button to see it. Then follow the system prompts to retrieve the parked call. To retrieve a call that is parked on that phone extension, press pound twice. To retrieve a call parked elsewhere, you'll follow the instructions to dial the extension followed by pound. While you're on an active call, you may decide to transfer the call somewhere else. There are two different ways to transfer the call: direct and announced. A direct transfer is also known as a blind transfer because it sends your caller somewhere else immediately. The announced transfer, on the other hand, gives you the opportunity to talk to the receiving party before you give them the transferred call. To perform the first type of transfer, which is direct or also known as blind, start by pressing the transfer button. This will put the caller on hold behind the scenes while you input the phone number or extension where you need to send the call. Input the phone number or extension exactly as you would dial it normally. After you finish inputting the number, press the B transfer soft key to complete the transfer. This will send the call directly to that third party. You may also transfer your caller directly into a voicemail box. A direct transfer to voicemail is performed in the same way, with one exception. You'll dial *90 before putting in the extension. For example, to send my call directly to extension 100's voicemail box, I will press transfer, *90, 100, B transfer. The *90 that I've input will tell the receiving phone's voicemail to pick up instead of ringing. The second type of transfer is called an announced transfer. This allows you to talk privately with the receiving party before you give them the transferred call. To transfer your caller in the announced fashion, press transfer, then input the full phone number or extension of the person you'd like to transfer them to. Wait for the third party to answer, at which time you'll be talking with them privately, and if they can take the call, press transfer to complete the transaction. If the third party doesn't answer the call, you may press end call to hang up with them. Your first call will simply be on hold when you get back to them. If you'd like to bridge in an additional third party while you're already on a phone call, you can use the conference option. While on a phone call, to initiate a conference, press the conference soft key beneath the call. Input the phone number or extension of the party you'd like to join the call. When the third party answers their call, you will be speaking with them privately. If they can join your current call, press the conference button again. If they cannot join the call, press more, then end call to remove the third party from the call. If voicemail has been configured on your account, new messages will be indicated in the top status bar area, as well as by a small red blinking indicator light on the top right of your phone set. These indicators will alert you to new voicemails. To log in to check messages, change greetings, and to do the overall management of the voicemail system, press the message button on the bottom right of the phone set. This will access the voicemail system. The Do Not Disturb feature can be enabled and disabled simply by pressing its soft key, labeled DND. When turned on, all incoming calls will go straight to your voicemail box. However, you can make outbound calls normally. Press the directory soft key, then follow the prompts with the soft keys that show up to add new entries to your own directory.